Wow. Maybe we getting going?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
supposed to be
Hey,
the
morning.
sun so you can sweat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks. Oh, Drew. Enjoy this. Guys, hello everybody. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm the maid of honor, Andy. I wanna thank everybody for coming to the wedding of my big sister, Amy Wang. For those who maybe not be sure, Amy's actually 3 years younger than me, and about 3 feet shorter than me. But ever since I can remember, Amy's never been my little sister. She's always been my big sister. Growing up, I went to Amy for relationship advice. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Juno, when Michael Cera goes to his little sister and asks for advice, and she says, "You're a pussy." That's basically the advice my sister gave me.
Hello, pussy.
So, Amy proofread all my college essays. Before school dances, Amy gave me advice on what to wear. She actually defined my style in the late 90s as techno preppy. which is probably why I needed relationship advice in the first place. But you remember that, right? Yeah. So Amy was a big sister I never had. So to illustrate this point actually most vividly, my mom really likes to tell this story of when I was 5 and Amy was 2. And my mom needed to go buy some vegetables at a local farmer's market. The farmer's market was probably the distance from this building to that building over there. So literally you can see her. But for some reason I was just completely distraught. I was crying. My mom walked away and I chased her down the driveway crying. And I can remember this very clearly because as I was down on my knees, my tears going down my face, my sister comes up to me. She's 2 years old, barely walking. And she grabs my arm and says, "I'll protect you, Big Brother." So that's Amy. I think Amy inherited two things from my parents that were really amazing. The first is strong. Amy's strong-willed. She's strong-minded. She has a really strong heart, which she gets from my mother. I think she's like more like a mother lion or a sloth, because that's your spirit animal. But she can shelter her baby cubs, or she can rip out your guts if you try to so, especially in like Catan or like games where you have to compete against each other. But, the second quality is
stop wiping sweat.
The second quality is smart, or like people in the region say, crazy smart. Which Pat pointed out.
Stupid smart.
Yeah, stupid smart. She gets that from Dad.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Amy is, to borrow a phrase from Droopy Tunes here, is so smart. Sometimes it sounds like she's bragging. So sometimes people ask me, so then what did you inherit? To be honest, I think I got lucky. Because I got lucky to have this family. I got lucky to have Amy as a sister. I got lucky to have my wife Sarah there. And now I'm lucky enough to have Drew as my brother. So, Amy, because this is your wedding, I do want to make a few confessions to you. I have 3 here. So, Amy has a little scar, a little notch on her nose. Amy, you know that, right? Do you know where that came from?
I do remember.
Okay, so the story that my parents know too is that I didn't want Amy to come into my room when we were young, so I set a trap for her. I put Legos on my door, so that if she came in, it would drop on her.
Oh, no.
So the story is that those Legos hit her nose, and now she has a scar. But that's actually not the truth. The truth is actually, I think Amy disarmed the trap somehow. So she came in just freely, trap didn't fall, and I got upset, so I actually threw one of the Legos at her face and created that scar. This is when we were very young, so it's not recent.
Last week.
There you go. So that's an admission. Another one I just thought of just now, but I want to say I'm sorry for telling you that Dumbledore died.
No.
Dumbledore died? Worst. You're the worst, bro.
I'm the worst brother ever.
It was Cedric Diggory. He hands me Harry Potter 4 and he goes, By the way, Cedric Diggory died.
Oh, he was the most. Yeah, that was a dick move. I can own up to that one. I can own up to that one. My second confession is that growing up I felt like I had some good friends, but I was always in awe of the friends that Amy was able to make growing up. Amy doesn't deal with chaff. So if you're her friend, you're a ride or die for life kind of friend. So the people here today, you've made the cut, and Amy's gonna be loyal to you for the rest of her life, as I've seen her do countless times, and I hope that you'll do the same for her. And my last confession, Amy, is you've always been, despite our significant height differences, I've always looked up to you. It takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of gumption to do your own thing in this world, to pave your own path. And I think this is an example, this amazing wedding that you guys have pulled together, that has Amy and Drew stamped all over it, is an example of that. And that takes something special in a person, it takes something special in a couple, and I think that's something that's truly beautiful. And we don't get a lot of opportunities, I think, in our life to experience something that's truly, truly beautiful, and I think today is one of those times. So I'm very honored to be a part of it, and I want to thank you. So finally, Drew, this is the place where I say something to you. This is where most brothers say, Drew, you better treat Amy well, or I'm going to kick your butt.
Yes! 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 Andy, yes! Yeah. You need to hear it. He's the worst.
Except, as everyone knows here, I don't need to do that, because Amy's going to do that herself. I'm actually more worried for Drew than I am for you. So to end everything off, I've composed a traditional Asian haiku. But here goes. Ready?
Wait a second.
Drew, treat Amy well, because if you don't, dear God, your life will be hell. That's it. Thank you.